From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, Austin Lowen.
And Tyler Blankenship.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, Caroline.
Hey, Austin.
You know,
Hey, Austin.
something
Hey,
happened.
Caroline.
Something happened this week.
Something bad.
Y'all are aware of it. Wasn't that bad, but it was kind of bad for us. We haven't had anything yet. Hey, it's our first Frost and Freeze.
That's right. Frost
like-
and Freeze sounds like a dance.
It sounds like an ice cream shop to me.
Frost and Freeze.
The Frost and Freeze.
Frost and Freeze.
Well, it happened. And it honestly wasn't even that much of a frost. It was more of a freeze. Okay. It was like mid-20s out here, and we're in the mid-state, Middle Tennessee, outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and it certainly happened.
It did.
Like it does every year. It's our first one. And we saw some interesting things with our plants, did we not?
Observations were made.
Yes, they were.
Love observations.
Me too. Big fan.
And you get to see a lot of different stuff. Like we were talking about, you know, I would say like when it comes to the fall foliage, we had an excellent fall foliage season this year, I guess I would say. But after those 2 nights, it seems about like not everything lost its fall color. Like there's still some good things out there.
My Japanese maple's still glowing. Bright red.
And there's a lot of maples in the woods still going off. A lot of hickories holding on, oaks holding on, which isn't all that rare. But I would say about 50% leaf loss probably after all of that from what it was, you know.
I just hate how it makes the color go away.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. You
It
see
does
that
dull it.
brown happen
Yeah.
quickly.
It does.
Yeah. And then some things just totally lose their leaves. They're just like, nope, done with this for the rest of the season.
That's me. I hate this. Goodbye.
Yep, pretty much. But then it's funny because our weather is getting right back up to warm again. I mean, we got Friday and Saturday, I saw like mid-70s.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weirdest thing. What I hope doesn't happen is that we prolong that warm and a lot of plants decide, I don't want to be dormant anymore. I'm going to wake back up.
I'm going to wake right back up. Here I go.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
seems like a little short, though.
I think so. I think we're good. I still think based on night temps,
Yeah.
like, things aren't going to want to re-leaf out.
No, and it's time for stuff to be asleep. Let's be real here. Everything needs to go dormant.
Yep.
Or not everything, but most things.
Yeah. What I did observe earlier in the season was a deciduous magnolia, which you have one in your yard. You have Jane, I
do.
believe.
I think it's Jane.
Yeah, she's big and pretty.
Yes, she is.
And there's one outside of a daycare where I drop off my kids, and it got stressed in the season based on drought, like way earlier than what I'm talking about now. And it lost its leaves like late summer. But then as the temps cooled, it re-leafed back out. All of these very tender, good-looking leaves. And it threw random blooms, you know,
Yeah.
for the spring. Well, I noticed it this morning as I was driving in, and those real tender leaves were mush cakes.
That one it's like in the spring when mine wakes up early if we get warm and then we get a freeze. Everything is brown and yuck.
But then re-leaves back out just fine.
Yes, it does.
So that's kind of interesting.
Nature.
Yeah. Tyler, we did a little thing at your house.
We did
A
a big thing.
It was a big event. It was the main event, if you will.
The main event of the year.
If you haven't ventured over to the Gardening Inside Out Instagram, you might want to do that after the podcast because there's evidence of a large, uncontrolled banana wielding a machete.
A banana man
A banana man.
on the loose
That's right.
with a machete.
It was a wild thing to watch.
Y'all need to check it out. What we did was went to Tyler's house. This guy got into a banana suit that was Caroline's costume.
Had fringe on it and everything.
Oh, yeah. She's got costumes for days. You just ask, and
I do.
she'll bring it.
Yeah, you say, do you have this? I probably do.
So we did that, and I chopped up Tyler's bananas in dramatic fashion.
45 seconds, they were all down. Actually, less than 45 seconds.
It was shocking. I think I was in shock.
You kind of were.
I
You
was.
were definitely in shock after.
Usually it takes me like an hour and a half to like chop everything down, and I'm pretty careful with everything, but this was like a blur.
Yeah. I was like in a Philippine jungle being chased by a snake and had to get through it.
Dressed as
Yeah.
a banana.
Yeah, dressed as a banana. I mean, when
The
in Rome.
sunny's on the outside.
I still had the sunnies going on, yep.
And the hat underneath.
At the end of it, I was so beat, I just laid in the big, giant pile of bananas.
He did. He stained my costume, so I'll
Oh,
clean
I'm
it
sorry,
before I wear
Caroline.
it next time. But
Oof, sorry about
I
that.
think some OxyClean will get it right out.
Just means that banana got a little more ripe. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we decided to do that video because we had to do it because we knew the freeze was coming in, and it turns those bananas to mush. And then it's way more annoying to have to cut them and drag them where you need to drag them because it's just gross. Just gross mush bananas.
Yeah, everything was nice and fibrous and happy. And then drug it out to the street. And of course, when that happens, it's usually an event because nobody sees that much green material.
Mm-hmm.
And so my neighbors were walking past the rest of the day, just stopping and staring at the pile and wondering what carnage happened.
Yes, carnage happened. That's for sure. It was fun.
So yeah, I still haven't mulched over the pile. I talked about it in the video. I kind of went on a very long monologue that I shortened down from like 5+ minutes.
I believe it.
Yeah,
You get detailed, man.
I babbled. I also had to speed everything up because I talk a little bit slow. So sometimes, people are like, hurry up, get to the point, Tyler. That's what I was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I covered mostly what you needed to do.
You did a good job. You got it all. You got it all in there.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Y'all check it out.
Mm-hmm. And before that, we also went on a little car ride to get there. We took a detour through a park and found a persimmon tree. So if you want to watch Austin try a persimmon that may or may not be ready to eat,
we're going to let y'all see that for
look
yourselves.
at that video as
that
well.
was just a chance encounter. We had no idea that there was going to be one there.
I just happened to be filming.
It was
and
great.
We drove past it.
I had so much fun with that.
I had a
you did.
lot of fun with that.
Yeah,
Editing it was a good time. It was a wild ride.
That's right. Y'all check that one out too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our hope that we'll do a little more field trips as the winter drags on and we decide to have a little bit of fun.
Mm-hmm. That
And
was
take you
Always
along
having
with
a good
us.
time.
definitely fun. So this last week we had an extreme amount of questions from guests and customers and just emails going through the office about like, what should I do about my plants before this freeze? Do I need to cover them up? What's going on? So we answered that as y'all probably know, as y'all are avid gardeners here, is that, it's time for dormancy. So not really anything you needed to cover up. But I saw something this morning that I kind of chuckled at. I don't mean to chuckle because nobody knows plants like we do.
Shrubs were covered with sheets.
No, even worse, Caroline.
What?
They went out there and they drove T-posts, like 5 different T-posts around this plant, and they covered it with literal clear plastic.
What was the plant? Could you tell, or do you know
Yes.
from driving past it?
It was a crepe myrtle.
Oh.
Okay. So as we all know, crepe myrtles, they're a southern plant, man. I mean, they live great here in Nashville just fine. But even
Southern like you.
on nasty winters, we can suffer some dieback with crepe myrtle here. But not this time of year, y'all. Like, it is time for that plant to go dormant. So what I saw was all this effort put in and this plastic, which we never recommend plastic actually
No.
around foliage. You can end up doing more damage with that. But atop of the plastic that they tried to cover it with, just the crispiest, crunchiest leaves. It did nothing. It did not help at all. The weather still got the crepe myrtle.
Yeah.
It's totally dormant. So all that effort was for nothing.
It seems like
I'm
it
sorry.
would hurt more than help.
Yeah. I mean, I think it did. It was.
Is it still up around the plant?
Yes, they had it up this morning. That's how I saw that it was
It's
up
probably-
and around the plant with crispy
I
leaves. in
imagine
there.
they're planning on leaving it all winter if they drove T-posts into the ground.
It's going to
Man.
wake it back up.
I mean, it might.
I get it. I mean, people are concerned about their plants, and not all of us have the knowledge that the three of us have.
I totally understand that. But at the same time, do people also forget that every year we have winter?
We go dormant. Yeah,
I mean,
that's what plants do.
yeah, that's part of it. If you buy it and you have a deciduous plant, I mean, yeah, if you were going to see damage on a conifer or something, say like something like a conifer that's a little risky, like say cryptomeria, like, Japanese cedar, like that may be something on really nasty events below 10. You might think about like, throwing something over, but not plastic. Like you got to like cover it up with like blankets. Like you need to insulate the plant like from the cold,
Mm-hmm.
So that was just funny to see this morning.
Said, "Oh wow."
Mhm.
Austin, we do have a lot of local regional transplants
I know.
from across the country who have never experienced a winter, at least one as cold as it does get here, even though it's less severe than other places.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people, I talked to some people who are from Arizona and were foreign to certain plants. Like,
Sure.
is this going to survive?
Yeah.
So I can imagine there's anxiety there.
Mm-hmm. No, I totally get it. And Nashville nowadays, anyway, we have a ton of transplants from California specifically. So obviously a much different climate than Middle Tennessee.
Correct.
I talked to a guest the other day that was from Southern California, and I'm actually going to go to his house on Monday on my day off, and I'm going to go around his yard and just tell him everything he's got and let him know, reassure him, about the plants that he's got, which ones are hardy, which ones may not be, all of that good stuff, because he told me, and he was very eager to say this, he said, I'm absolutely clueless about the plants that live here in Middle Tennessee. So I totally get it. So I'm going to go help him out.
go give him a
Why not?
hand. And it also, I feel like it does maybe get kind of confusing because people do cover their stuff in the late winter and early spring.
Yes.
So I think they're thinking freeze is coming. I know I'm supposed to put sheets on my stuff at some point, but let's talk about why we do that in the spring as opposed to going into the winter.
Mm-hmm. And this is totally based on our weather, specifically here in Middle Tennessee. What happens a lot, which we've talked about, is that we get a little warm earlier in the season. You can have a couple weeks in February even that may be up there and kind of warm, and plants decide to want to try to leaf out with really tender leaves. And then after that, we get a frost or a freeze event, and that's whenever we need to cover our plants. That's whenever the leaves are super tender and they're susceptible to damage, okay? It's not necessarily death. Like we talked about with Caroline's magnolia. Like her leaves or blooms can get whacked every spring, but then trees have dormant buds that they know to crack whenever that happens, okay? So it's not like you're going to see death. But if you really want to see, as clean the leaves as you can in the spring, yes, we look for those nights after our plants have leafed out, those nights that are getting cold. And that's when we cover. That's the time, not the fall time.
So when they're waking up, not going to sleep.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
We need to find a good little jingle about that.
Yeah, Tyler.
That'll stay in people. Tyler, time to get on to another jingle.
Tyler, jingle
Y'all that
man.
are listening, you're going to hear one of Tyler's jingles that he wrote on the spot during our Saturday morning broadcast. It was amazing.
I can't wait to hear this. I
It
haven't
was a
heard
little. Yes, you did hear it on the show.
Yes, you did.
yet. On the my
Your
Oh,
jingle.
okay.
I was being a little facetious, and having a little fun because you were like, Tyler, hit the button. Remember?
Yep.
So, yeah, I hit the button and I improvised.
Okay. That's fun. Y'all are going to hear that soon.
It's so good. I got so tickled.
Yep.
Maybe we'll lock down a jingle for whatever it is your segment is now.
I know. I get random now. It's okay. There's tons of things to talk about with plants, man. Speaking of, Caroline, what
Yes.
did you do?
Got
you did
all
something?
of my houseplants in.
Hey.
Well,
I'm a clap. I'm a clap.
thank you.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but I got everything for the most part put into a nice spot where it's going to be. I cleaned them up as I brought them in, cleaned up the pots, pruned off anything I needed to prune off, and then placed it where it needed to go.
God, that feels good, doesn't it?
It feels great. I forgot about one Sansevieria on the first night. I think the first night, what did it go down to? Like 30?
Ish. I think 28 maybe we saw at our house.
And it was fine.
Yeah.
I brought it in for the second night when it did go down to like 23 at my house. Yeah, so I only forgot one.
Well, that's good because you've got a lot.
Now my house is a jungle. My cat's so excited.
I'm sure.
They love the ponytail palm. Anytime I bring it in, they flock to it every winter. And then by the time spring rolls around and it's time to put it back out, they've eaten all the leaves off of it.
Fun.
It has nothing left.
That
But now-
plant. I'm so sorry.
What was
That
that?
plant does have a good bounce to it. I can see how cats would love to play with those little dangly.
Oh my gosh, they love it. And it's non-toxic, so they can play with it and eat it to their desire. They don't really eat it, they just kind of shred the leaves.
Yeah. My cat does that sometimes too.
I
Well, good.
can't imagine if I was a cat, an indoor cat, and all these plants came in.
Yeah.
You're like, what is this?
Be a jungle paradise for a cat.
Yep. They like to hide in it. One of them likes to use my big ficus as a scratch post.
Yeah, that's a good one to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got mine in as well, just so you know. I don't have near as many houseplants as you, but I did get all of mine in. A lot of cacti I've got, a lot of other things. I brought the euphorbia in the house, which I have a big, nice euphorbia,
Yeah.
which euphorbia is a massive genus, y'all. We'll talk about that here in just a second on what else we're getting.
Oh.
Yes. But that thing, Caroline, so it's a big euphorbia pretty much, and it's got little.
How tall is it?
Oh, it's 1.5 feet, 2 foot, but really nice looking. I topped it last year,
Yeah, I remember you
repotted
cleaned
it. It's really leafed out nicely, so it's a good looking plant, really good. But man, that plant catches cobwebs and dust and stuff like crazy. Those little thorns that are all over it, they will not release. I had the duster out yesterday. My daughter Penny, she was out there trying to dust the euphorbia leaves for me.
I just take my finger and just.
I know it's just there's a lot on there, so I had to kind of really get in there. So I took it to the sink and just used the sprayed feature deal and just sprayed it. And after I did that, it had such a clean green to it. It knocked the dust off, and I put it up in the spot that we like to put it, and we put Christmas lights all over it last night. It is a very pretty plant right now.
I do that to my big euphorbia. Decorate it for Christmas.
So fun to hang Christmas lights on your houseplants, people. Don't forget doing that. It's awesome.
If you got big ones that can hold it, do it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Tyler, you got some Christmas lights up, man? You in the spirit? You feeling it?
I think we are subscribing to the nothing till December.
Okay.
What is it? Don't December my November. I think some people are
Look at
saying
you.
right now. So yeah, we're holding off, but I'm enjoying the fruits of fall.
The darkness.
Yeah.
There is that.
I hung up my outdoor Christmas lights.
I'm adjusting to the darkness.
It's too dark.
Mm-hmm.
But I have warm, cozy lights in my bedroom that have temperature control. You can change the color of the bulbs.
Wow,
you know?
look at you.
So it kind of feels like Christmas lights in a way.
And
already.
Tyler got a new bed.
That's right. I did.
New bed,
Random
man?
fact for everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a new mattress.
And
An adjustable base.
Okay.
But
Man,
it's
we're
not
getting
here
old.
yet. Yes, we're getting old. You know, for us to make quality content, I have to rid myself of back pain.
Okay.
That's just a
That's
fact
true.
in the modern era.
And you need good sleep.
Yes, I do need good sleep so I don't be slow word Tyler.
Okay.
so you don't be slow word, Tyler.
No
All right.
slow word Tyler.
Well, that's good. You got a new bed. All things are good.
I just had to throw that in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to steer this shit back around to plants because I was lazy and I left out one plant that I should have brought in. It
Oh,
was my
no.
big peach Monrovia mandevilla.
Oh.
And it was out. It was kind of against the fence though. So I feel like it was somewhat protected, but maybe on the wrong side. I don't know. And some of the leaves got a little bit of cold bitten, but I brought it in my garage. It's still in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, here you go. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you a break. I'm eventually going to move it into my greenhouse. It's just a little bit cumbersome to move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But all my citrus have already been in my greenhouse, and I put my little infrared heater in there, and it's cranking away. It keeps it about 50 degrees.
that's good. That's a good temp. I like that temp.
And
Yeah.
so I can sleep at night knowing that my little lemons and limes are productive.
Good.
They'll be happy and cozy in there.
Yes.
We were all plant productive and ahead of the weather.
Yeah.
That's really the key, is kind of watch out for that weather.
I was
And I-
right at the weather, not really quite ahead.
Hey, you nailed it,
Same
man.
here.
They're all in. I don't care when you get them, as long as you get them in.
As long as you get them on in.
I do have a winter project that I'm going to do,
Yeah.
and that's routing the water because I put a downspout diverter, if people have heard earlier this year, on my greenhouse gutter.
Mm-hmm.
So that diverter, I'm going to plumb a little PVC pipe that runs to a rain barrel that's on the inside of the greenhouse.
Wow.
And that fills with meltwater and rainwater over the winter, and that's going to help stabilize the temperature in the greenhouse.
Wow. Science.
Science.
Yeah, it's going
Fancy
to
science.
absorb the heat from the sunlight during the day and then slowly release it in the evening, meaning I don't have to use my heater as much.
Good for you. We all
Efficiency.
efficiency. We gotta love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? I was talking about euphorbia earlier, and
were.
a big moment's happening. I know
A
Tyler,
moment that I am not ready for.
Caroline's not ready for it. Tyler's not ready for it. But you know what? It's happening.
I don't even know what's
You know what?
going
I'm
on.
kind of ready.
We are a retail establishment, and this seems to happen every single year, earlier and
Somehow.
earlier. And speaking of euphorbias, what's coming into tomorrow, Caroline? Tell the people.
Poinsettias.
Hey, the most popular Christmas plant on the planet.
It's always a thing. I think I have room for them in the houseplant greenhouse. That's where we keep them because it's the only greenhouse we have here at Bates that is heated during the winter or just any time of the year, really. So, but when we get them in, I'm always shocked by how many we ordered.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm shocked by? I'm pretty sure this fact is true. Don't fact check me. I guess you can if you do.
Fact check him right
you
now.
can fact check me right now, but I am pretty sure out of any plant in the world, I'm pretty sure there's more poinsettias sold yearly than any other plant, and it only happens for about a month and a half.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it's probably the most thrown away plant after Christmas of any other plant. Why is it that everybody loves their plant so much, and it'll be on its last leg and they'll be like, I can't let it go. It's still hanging on, I swear. But then they'll take a poinsettia after Christmas and just throw it against the wall and kick it outside. You run it over and then throw
Yeah.
it in the woods.
Yeah.
What's up with
Throw
that?
it against the wall, run it over, and then throw it in the woods. I don't know.
Is it
I
probably
just see it as
is
throwaway
just
plants.
how it looks after it finishes?
But
you
it
know?
doesn't have to look bad. Poinsettias look fine. I grew a poinsettia for years. They just don't, they're not red anymore. Yeah, they go green, but that's any plant. For the most part, it's just green or whatever. And then it does its show of what you want, either fall color or flower. Mm-hmm. So, don't.
You don't have to throw them away, is what
No.
Austin's trying to say.
People use them as table dressing. What if that table is in a poor light environment?
It'll just chill. It doesn't necessarily die. We talk about this a lot with full sun plants. Just because they don't have a ton of light doesn't mean they necessarily die, but they're going to look a little rough. Honestly, a poinsettia can sit through the winter even with no leaves, and then you put it out in the spring, it'll re-crack leaves. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
And that is probably why people chuck it, because they
It
don't know
is.
that.
I know. Well, we're here to
We're here to educate.
inform, educate. That's right.
Mhm.
I said that real
Save your
educational.
poinsettias.
And
I
if
mean,
it
they
gets-
toss
Sorry.
they toss mums too. Like
Same.
you just think about these as like holiday plants, and then when that holiday is done, just like all your decorations, you put them up. Can't put a plant up, so you got to throw it in the woods.
That's right. That's what they do. Y'all
They
don't do that.
also they get leggy too, don't they?
They definitely
can,
deserve
but
a
you can
cutback.
cut 'em back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the red starts to fade. They'll even start to drop foliage. And this mainly happens because I think we're just really busy around the Christmas season. We honestly neglect them. We forget about them. We don't water them for a week. We go on vacation to see our family, whatever. And they're just neglected.
Yeah,
And then once you get back home, the leaves are all crispy, and you're like, nope, death.
throw that in the woods.
Yeah.
Throw it in the wood. Take
That's
the pot
exactly
off
what they're doing.
first. Don't let her.
What's the longest between poinsettia waterings you can go?
Totally depends on the
Yeah.
light.
And the soil and everything.
A lot of factors there. Now, most of the time, if you get it straight from nursery stock, I mean, a lot of times they're using a pretty, I'm not going to say cheap medium for
What's it,
soil,
like
but
peat moss?
it's mainly peat moss. Yeah. So like, if it does dry, bad dry, like
It goes bone dry.
yeah, then usually there's not much. But in general, poinsettias are a very drought resistant plant. Plus, they show you very well when they're dry. Like they really wilt when they're dry.
Yeah.
Soak them, they perk right back up.
I'm about to be watering so many.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but it's
okay.
going to be beautiful
It's
in
my
there.
job. I love it. I love the poinsettias.
Yeah, so we may
I
not.
just am a little bit overwhelmed when they get here.
So we may not be ready for Christmas decorations at our home, but we are certainly ready in our greenhouse, and you're going to make it fire. It's going to be Christmas fire.
It's going to be Christmas fire. I'm going to make a Christmas tree out of some poinsettias this year, maybe.
Hey,
I don't know how,
Whoa.
but we'll try it and see.
we'll figure it out.
You know, I do have a poinsettia back on the potting bench, which is like a little area in the houseplant greenhouse where we pot up stuff. And a few of us have some of our houseplants back there just to watch and take care of here. But I have one from last year that's back there.
Yeah.
And I like it. I mean, I pruned it back so it's got some structure in it. It's not bushy. It's a single stem just coming up with some leaves.
I like that. Tree form poinsettias are money. Love those.
It has a really, really nice look. And then I also have a Christmas cactus because we're about to get those in as well. Christmas cactus will come in as well as Norfolk Island pines, like a big giant round of them. But a lot of times when we open them, some of the leaves will fall off. So last year, Sarah and I took a bunch of those leaves and just stuck them in a pot. It's gorgeous. It's like a full 5-inch pot that's just like stuffed full of Christmas cactus, and it's going to be all different colors. Orange, yellow, red, magenta, white.
Oh, I love that. And that's just a good pro tip to tell people in general when you're taking cuttings. Like, don't just individually put cuttings in like individual pots if you want
Stick
something
'em all
full.
in there.
Stick them all in the same pot, in its finishing pot you want them to be in. And then it's so much more full, especially on easy ones to root like that.
Yeah.
Gosh, put more cuttings in the same pot, y'all. I'm telling you, it's way better look.
I'm hoping it'll bloom. I ended up taking it home a couple weeks ago. So I think going from the greenhouse is really, really bright into my living room where it doesn't have a ton of sunlight will,
Change
fingers
it.
crossed, force it to bloom.
I'm excited about seeing that.
Me too.
All right, well, I'm also excited about y'all hearing this show and getting into it.
Is it time?
I think we
Reckon.
All right, here we go. Y'all, everybody was here this go around. The three of us with Josh Carey and David Bates. We were all in this room.
Check out Tyler's new jingle.
Oh, yeah. Get ready.
Caroline and Austin, what you got in mind for this week? I mean, I know it's been, another things come in. We're preparing for this change in the weather. So I know that affects you both and, our staff as a whole.
It does. Yeah.
I think that was kind of one of the biggest things this week, and that is preparing for what's coming up here in the next couple days, which is our first, not just frost, but freeze event
Freeze.
that is going to happen. So there's been tons of questions about that. When can I plant? And what, a lot of people are like, when should I cover up my stuff? Should I do this stuff? So lots of questions about that. I'm sure we'll get that today.
Oh, we do have quite a few.
So that's a good topic because it's relevant and it is happening, but it is also very normal.
It's very normal.
I mean, we have to have winter, right?
Yeah.
And this is
plants
the
will
start
go
of it.
dormant.
We don't have to.
Yeah. I wish we didn't have to, but Josh, we do, man.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
I mean, it's time. It's time for the long johns. It's
If
time
we
for the
didn't
long
have winter,
sleeves.
we would have to garden year round and we would all just die. Of
That's a good
exhaustion.
point, Caroline. That's a real good point. We're kind of, honestly, I'm ready for the things to start dropping, ready for dormancy. I'm ready for that a little bit.
Yeah.
I know probably 2 or 3 months from now, I'll be like, okay, I'm done with this. It's time for spring.
Yeah. Towards mid-January, I'm pretty done. But I still have not brought in all my house plants, so it's going to be a scramble to get them all in.
Caroline,
Every year, I do
better
this to
get on that, man. This ain't no joke. 28 and 25 for 2 nights in a row is no joke.
I'll get them in. I've brought in about half of them, so
Okay.
we got
It's a good start.
Probably 30 more out there.
Wow. I got about 12 I think I got to get in. But that's got to happen either tonight or tomorrow night. People, you got to get going.
Got to get
on
those
it.
houseplants in if you haven't done it already. Now is the time. I did send reminder texts to some of my friends who I know have houseplants outside, and I said, you better get them in.
Yep.
And they said, thank you. I would have forgotten. And they all would have died.
Most definitely. And on the radio this morning, I was listening, they were talking about like when to put out the Christmas stuff. And, do you do it before Thanksgiving? Do you do it after Thanksgiving? People are starting to get going. Josh has already got his Hollywood hype mug.
Oh,
look
look at
that.
you, Josh.
Because I choose to.
That's
they
just what it
forced
came in.
it upon me at the coffee store this
Well,
week.
that's okay. People are making that switch. We're kind of making the switch here at the nursery. And I speak of this because yesterday we received our balled and burlapped Christmas trees.
That's right. And
For
you
the
were
wintertime.
so excited when you saw that trailer pull around.
I was so excited. Yeah, it started to rain immediately as that truck got in here. But it was
if those root balls aren't heavy enough.
Exactly.
Oh, get them good and wet.
Oh, they got them real wet. Me and Pedro were back there on the truck. I love unloading the truck with Pedro. What a
Pedro is
guy.
the best.
He's been here, 24, 25 years, something like that, and just understands the nursery game. And we unloaded it about as efficiently as you could.
Yep.
Lots of hands working on it, but we got them all stood up. They're all up in the back, priced, and everything's good. So if you want your balled and burlap Christmas tree, it's time to come out and see them. They are fresh and new. They look great.
Where'd it come from?
Came from McDowell Nursery, which is out of McMinnville.
Wow,
Manville.
look at that.
Just a
Just
good
up
old
the road
boy
from
driving
here.
a flatbed trailer, just stopping on by.
Up on Highway 8 in Sequatchie County.
All right.
And many times over the last 60 years.
Do they still grow them in North Carolina, in Western North Carolina?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so, yeah. Okay.
But you're mostly going to find cut
Cut trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, in those areas.
I've seen some really cool videos of them cutting trees on like the side of a mountain and a helicopter like taking them down.
What?
Yeah, no joke, cool. Like you can't get vehicles up there. Yeah. So they come with a helicopter and they bring the Christmas trees down. It's big business out there. Hey, support your local Christmas tree farmers, okay?
There you go.
It's a long haul process with Christmas trees, and those guys are doing it.
And as you've
Seems
already
wild.
indicated, we don't sell cut trees here. We only sell living trees. So, and they're about the same money as a cut tree. So you can get double duty out of it. You just need to be thinking about where you're going to plant that thing
Trust me,
after Christmas.
you will. Just because it's little now. My mother and father
And-
had 3 of them in their yard that ended up being about 30 feet tall.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I
And
mean, the main Christmas, or really the only Christmas trees really that we sell is going to be Eastern White Pine, it's going to be Canadian Hemlock,
Okay.
and it's going to be Norway Spruce. Those are the 3 big ones that really live well around here. And like David said, they come with roots. Well, they ain't been cut. You ain't got to burn them after Christmas
They
season.
ain't been cut.
No, you can throw them in the yard.
Throw them in the woods.
Don't throw them in
After
the
that.
woods, Caroline. Throw them in the yard.
Throw them in the lake.
Don't throw them in the lake either, Josh.
Why would you throw them in the lake?
Fish structure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Fish
okay.
houses.
Bluegill low.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking a lot more about how long you keep them in the house. Just because we have them now and just because you might take them home,
Mm-hmm.
not mean that you can put them in the house right now. You have a different set of parameters for a living tree as opposed to a cut tree, or as it's known in the industry. The cut trees are known as live trees.
Mhm.
The living trees are the ones that have a root ball on them or a container. So you're going to want to use a different set of rules that really should only be in the house about a week.
Right.
So that means if you get it now, you're going to have to be maintaining it at your residence for a while. So just be mindful of all of those different little things that you need to be thinking about in the lead up to Christmas and the planting of it thereafter.
Yes, my daughters decided that they were going to install their Pinus plasticus this weekend. This weekend. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Grandma would be aghast, girls. Trust me.
Uh-oh.
You couldn't do it. It was bad luck, and you had to do it after
After
Thanksgiving.
It is a little
Had to
early.
be out, after Thanksgiving, and you had to have it down by New Year's Day. So keep that in mind. That's-
On my way home from work yesterday, my road was lit up with people's Christmas lights and Christmas trees on their windows. And it was already dark. Shocking.
Shocking. It did
Sounds
get
like
dark
they're
yesterday.
doing it when the time changes now.
It seems to be. It's happening earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah.
It's true. But y'all, we got so many questions.
Good.
So,
Let's
and we're
do
going to
it.
talk about Christmas trees for the next 2 months. So let's go ahead and get to these questions. We're going to start with just questions about the freeze because, like you said, Austin, we got quite a few in. For Monday's 22 degrees, do you think turning buckets upside down over potted plants will protect them?
It really depends on the plant and what is potted. Okay, so we need to get into dormancy. This is the time for this to happen. It's the start of winter. Every single year we get our first frost/freeze. This year we didn't really get a frost too much. It's going to go kind of straight to that freeze. So, like, David talks about all the time, plants in pots are above the ground. They're going to be more susceptible to cold weather. So we need to know what it is. I mean, if we're talking about like a gardenia or something in a pot, like maybe it's like covering it is not going to do much, y'all. It's still going to feel that temperature. So maybe like a move in to a garage or something. But if you got like, a dense yew or something or a boxwood in a pot, just leave that thing out there. Like, it's going to be fine with the cold weather. Like, we don't really see damage on a lot of our plants until you start to see temps lower than like 10. So we're only 25, 28, whatever it is, coming up. That's not that bad. That's the start of winter. Okay.
And that is, of course, providing that the plants have hardened off properly. And I think you alluded to that in the fact that we haven't had a lot of frost and freezes. Just some areas have had nothing at all.
Yeah.
So if you're in question at all, and I'm talk about this a lot, it seems counterintuitive. Water the plant thoroughly before you do whatever cover or moving it. Dryness is the enemy of cold temperatures. So if you want to go into cold weather, and particularly when we get down into the winter-like temperatures of 10 degrees, but for those plants that are not acclimated to that, we're going to have a radical change this weekend. You can have some damage on things. So make sure they're watered thoroughly. They don't want to go into a cold spell dry.
Yep. Exactly. And I think what David definitely is alluding to is that, like, what he's saying is that if you have new growth a little bit on plants, which this does happen in the fall. We've had an extended fall. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute, but we've had warmer temperatures later into the season. So some of those plants have shot a little bit of new growth in this fall, okay? So that's very tender, very susceptible to cold temps. What you're going to see is damage on that part of the plant, whereas below that, on the older foliage that has been emerged all the way since spring, is going to be totally fine and not be damaged by that. But if you do have new growth on some things, let's talk about boxwood. Boxwood does shoot a little bit of new growth late in the season, so there's some tender green foliage above the old foliage. That's probably going to be damaged. Okay. Is the whole plant going to die? No. But you're going to see a little bit of that.
But it'll be okay.
It's okay.
It'll be just fine. All right. Are plants in plastic pots better off on concrete or on the ground if they're staying outside for the winter?
I highly doubt there's much of a temperature difference. I mean, what do you think? I don't know. Maybe grass would hold maybe 1 degree. I don't know.
Yeah, if they're on the ground near the house, it's going to certainly be warmer than it is on the driveway, if that's where the concrete is, or out on the edge of the patio. So, the proximity that they are to a structure could make a difference. However, you likely are dealing with things that are, you're mitigating the immediate circumstances. Is this where you're going to leave them over the winter? Because this problem is only going to get worse. Right. So if it's something that you're going to winter over that can actually take the cold, Austin's already mentioned yews or other conifers that are, or deciduous things that may be in pots. They're very adept at handling cold temperature. So once they're hardened off, it should not be a problem. It really won't be unless it's just extreme cold. But other than that, it's not, like you said, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference.
Well, in a ceramic pot might be marginally different than a plastic pot, but I wouldn't think so.
It might have some insulating value that a plastic container doesn't have. It's going to the temperature exchange is going to transfer much more rapidly in a plastic container than it would be in something more substantial.
And we may not even see, the potted part of it is maybe not even worth talking about because at that temperature, for the amount of time, what do y'all think? Do you think that the pot would even freeze? I'm not even sure that would happen. I mean, we
shouldn't be enough hours below freezing for that to occur.
No.
But if they are pots that are not designed to be 4-season type of pots that are have a glazing all over them that protects them from
or bird baths.
Well, these porous materials can absorb moisture if they're not protected properly, or if they don't have a ceramic baked on finish and a painted on finish on the inside that prevents them from absorbing moisture. Freeze and thaw still occurs. So, most of your clay pots are most susceptible because they don't typically have a finish on them. They're just clay.
Yeah. And let's be real too. Every single year that I've worked here at the nursery over the wintertime, you could go out to say like our tree lot where we keep our deciduous trees typically. Like you can go out there and just whenever it's real bad, like the pots will freeze. The roots will be frozen. You can kick those things and they're like rocks. Okay. Well, what do? It gets warmer, they thaw out, and the plant is just fine. Like fine. Totally fine for the roots to freeze like that. But you're not going to see damage on that typically unless it's just like a less cold hardy plant or whatever.
Yeah, and so that people understand, we, as you already alluded to, Austin and Caroline, this week that we stay apprised of the upcoming weather changes. So before we're going to go into an extreme cold period, we always make sure that we irrigate thoroughly before that freeze occurs. You want the root system to go into it wet. That way, when it freezes, those voids that are the air pockets in there have been filled with water instead of it just being air. So the exchange of temperature between warmer to colder is reduced greatly. So you minimize whatever damage. Gardening is not a maintenance-free type thing, and if you are apprised of no, it's not
shocking.
So if you're apprised of the parameters that exist within your particular situation, you're going to be okay with it. It's going to work out fine. Those are the same things we work with. We just got a little bit invested in it, so it really behooves us to be ahead of the curve on that, and it behooves you as a homeowner as well. You just don't have quite as much on the line.
No.
That's right. And our last question so far about the freeze coming up, best thing to use to protect plants from frost and how to secure.
The best thing.
Frost cloth, we have that.
Yeah, but we don't really want to.
Maybe they're talking about like cold crops. Like
maybe
Tyler
like that.
uses frost cloth, I believe, on some of his cold crops that he grows.
He does.
Yes, he does. There's that voice of an angel over there. Where's the Tyler cam, though?
He does. I'm not going to switch it just for 2 words.
Okay, I thought maybe you'd talk about it.
Okay. So
want me to?
Well, that might be the only kind of plants that we would think about protecting a little bit. That's going to be our food crops. Okay. That's those things you want to eat. All right. We do want to extend that into the season. Yeah. We do have 2 nights of 20-degree temperatures, but then later on in the week, we're like mid 60s again. So there's still plenty of time for those plants to keep growing, and we do need to protect those. Your landscape ornamental type stuff, we need to let them go dormant. Don't worry so much about covering any of that stuff up. But yes, Tyler is one that certainly grows his leafy greens and he loves his food. And he's going to want to protect those.
All right, I'm going to talk about it.
Do it, Tyler. We went to Tyler Camp. He's up.
I built these frames that go over my raised beds. They're made out of the electrical metal conduit, and they are galvanized so they can survive the elements rather than a couple seasons like your typical white Schedule 40 PVC. So I use a combination of insect mesh netting in the spring and the summer to protect from insects, but this time of year I don't really have to worry about that as much. It is the frost, so I use frost cloth. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take the cloth, put it over the frame, and let the little babies not get frost damage. I'm not necessarily introducing any kind of heating element, which I don't think would be necessary with this. I mean, the soil temperature is still going to be higher than the air temperature, and that's going to provide some insulation as well. But eventually, I might need to see myself doing that if I'm actually trying to keep my kale and lettuce and whatnot alive, through like December, January.
Yes.
But I might just pull it all out and not mess with it.
I will harvest.
I was about to say, you could just harvest.
an alternate thing, and you went for a more permanent installation, which certainly works. But if you're looking for something that's temporary that you can seasonally set up and take down, PVC pipe is not a bad choice for that. You can take the little short, have some conduit cut that is short stubs that you drive into the ground, but leave them sticking up maybe 6 inches, and then insert a smaller PVC pipe that's pre-cut into it. And then you can just throw a frost cloth over the top of that.
A lot easier to bend too, Tyler, if you think about that.
Well, I use
quick
the
and easy
elbow
way to-
connectors.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Those are very helpful. And I thought real quick, I think that it's really good and worth noting that you need that. You don't want your frost cloth right on top of the foliage of the
Right.
plants.
No
okay?
direct contact.
We really want that above that. Air is actually a very good insulator. So you have your frost cloth, a layer of air, and then your plants. And that's going to be the best bet on keeping
And
them
you
going.
never want plastic to touch directly.
Don't even use plastic.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the frost cloth is, a bit more insulating, but if you use plastic over the top of it, even if it's just in the overnight hours and it touches the foliage, it's going to burn where it touches.
Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Earth Mix Garden Products, creating regionally sourced high-quality soil blends and amendments for the sustainable-minded gardener. Fall and winter are great times to plant in the Southeast, and Earth Mix can help you with Landscape Soil Conditioner. Mix landscape with your native soil to feed all winter long. Added mycorrhizal fungi help your plants get established faster and increase hardiness through the year ahead. Visit earthmix.net for more information and retailers near you. Remember, success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix Garden Products.
What else is not good in green right now?
But maybe good, but colorful.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Tyler, hit the button, man.
Here's Austin's segment that he hasn't come up with a name with yet, but I'm trying to make a jingle for because he wants to talk about things that live really good, but also give his facts and the greatest of all time.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now go.
That was perfect. Okay. Like Tyler said, we haven't come up with a new jingle yet. We're getting there. Okay. But we're going to go on a different route today. This is going to be fall color round 2. Okay.
He didn't tell me about that.
Yeah. It's okay, Tyler. It's okay, man. You said I was going to give him info.
That you're doing, by the way.
That's Mr. Bill, David. Come on.
It's my falsetto.
Oh, Tyler. Love you. But anyway, this is a fall color round 2. So I did a fall color thing like 2 weeks ago, but this is going to be the week of like the things you don't think about with fall color. Y'all, we've had a weird year, okay? Our season has extended later than usual. So we are seeing some things that have fall color this year that we don't necessarily get to see, okay? And I'm loving it. There's fall color all over the place.
You're right.
So let's just go in on it. Let's going to start with something crazy, man. What about daylily?
Ah.
Oh, daylilies bloom for a long time in the summer. We don't ever think about their fall color. We brought in daylily into the studio. Caroline's going to tell you all about them here soon, but they are bright yellow right now,
You
and you
picked them
don't
out.
even think about it.
That
Bridge was
was
a
you.
little upset with me.
Bridget said, "Don't drop my name."
She
with
did.
those daily
Bridget,
letters.
Bridget.
She's not so much into daylily. That's okay. I'm not necessarily either. But when it comes to fall color this year, they've been nice. But speaking of Bridge, her grasses, okay? Her grass department is absolute money right now.
Glowing.
All over the place. We brought in a lot of them into the studio today. One specifically that caught my eye was a maiden grass yesterday called Adagio. Wow. What about its fall color? You got to come out and check these things out. They're in full bloom, but they're also fall color down below, like money power, okay? Those are great. Switchgrass the same way at my house, my Northwind switchgrass, the best, just such good fall color. Love those. Those are nice. Okay, hey, Spirea and Barberry.
Yep.
They're real close to each other on our lot, and you don't even think about it. You think about them as Barberry is just like foliage color. You think about Spirea as a summer bloomer, but if they hold on long enough in the fall, their fall color is really nice. You ought to come out and see them today. Caroline, your crossvine, you brought it in the vine. You brought it in the green room today. It's looking good. It's got those maroon, those purple, those reddish tones and green
It's
tones.
so pretty. And
It
there
is
was
really
a
nice.
mishap with mine at home.
There was a mishap. You can tell
and
us
I will
about
not have fall color on mine this year.
it. It's okay. You'll tell
Did he
us all
mow it
about it in a
down?
minute. Oh.
It's worse.
It's worse than
Oh.
that. It's a sad topic. It's okay.
That's okay.
But the crossvine in the room looks fantastic.
It's much better than mine.
Okay. Hey, junipers. We think of junipers as very hardy evergreens that are kind of sprawly, some ground covers, some large growing. There's a lot of them that have excellent fall color. Brought some of those into the studio today. Caroline will tell you about that as well soon. Junipers, what a great plant. Deciduous holly. What do y'all know about deciduous holly? We all think about pokey old hollies that you use as hedges or whatever.
Pokey old hollies.
There's deciduous hollies out there, ones that drop their leaves and they give you these red berries that persist, sometimes golden berries that persist through the wintertime. Great for the birds, a native. And this year, their yellow fall color is stunning, like really, really deep yellow. Great fall color. We brought some viburnums into the room today. Viburnums are extremely hardy shrubs. They get large quick. And if they last long enough, they've got great fall color. Got some of those in here as well, looking great. I've got a couple in the yard looking really nice this year. Panicle hydrangeas. I shot a video the other day of my quick fire panicle hydrangea. It's a tree form. Caroline put it up on our socials. Check it out. It's got money fall color this year. I've never seen it like this. Anywhere from yellow to orange to reds. There's still some greens working in there. Panicle hydrangeas have been great this year with their fall color. All right. Redbuds and dogwoods. All right.
There you go.
We think of those as flowering trees in the spring. I get it. They're beautiful. Redbuds never really have good fall color. This year, they're holding on long enough to have some yellow fall color, which is fantastic. Dogwoods always have good fall color. You just don't think about it that much because they're such a beautiful flowering plant. But the red maroon fall color on dogwoods this year is money. Bald cypress, state tree of Louisiana, sending them knees up out the swamp. What you know? They're beautiful. Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Okay.
Sending them knees out the swamp, Josh. You
I
get
see
it.
it.
Uh-huh. Gosh, they're beautiful this year.
They are.
There's one right up real close to the nursery, right up the road up here that's big. It's a 40, 50 footer, gotta be. And it is just a beautiful orangish. If the sun hits it
Just
right.
glowing.
Beautiful, beautiful plant. It's a deciduous conifer. Think about that. It's a cone-bearing plant that drops its foliage. Very, very rare. There's only 3 that I'm aware of that live in the United States. Okay, Quonset cherry. Cherries usually drop their leaves earlier than any tree around here, specifically Yoshino. But Quonset cherry holds onto its leaves a little bit longer, and it's got excellent fall color this year. Peach trees.
Peach trees.
Yo, peach
Peach
trees.
trees.
Yeah, they're beautiful flowering trees in the spring. They give you fruit in the summer if you're lucky. And this time of year, they are glowing with fall color. On our tree lot right now, our peaches may be the prettiest fall color show back there right now. And you never even think about it, okay? And then let's go to the goat. Let's go to the goat.
Oh, what's it going to
A
be?
fall color, if you're lucky enough to get it, this is going to be the most quintessential summer flowering plant in Middle Tennessee, your crepe myrtles. Y'all, the crepe myrtle show this year is spectacular. Have y'all seen them? Look, not all crepe myrtles have a great fall color, but some of them do. Specific varieties. We brought in one called a coma today, and it's showing off right now, but there are some around town that I cannot even explain to you. The yellow, the orange, the red, that is all amongst the foliage, and they're keeping their foliage longer this year because we have not had that freeze. After Sunday night, you're probably not going to see them anymore, so live it up for the crepe myrtles this year. Go out there and just grab on them.
You got
Climb 'em.
48 hours.
Grab on them.
Grab on them. I don't know why I said
Grab
that.
up on.
When you're done with watching this show, go grab up on those
Grab up on the crepe myrtles and love them for a couple more days because the fall color is excellent. You don't always get that. So
Mine had
enjoy it
leaves
this year.
yesterday. Not this morning.
Really? All gone.
Blew them off.
Yep.
Blew 'em off
It
right
happens, you know. The rain and the wind, who knows if it's going to knock them off. But really, the crepe myrtles have been excellent this year. And that's what's going on for round 2 fall color. Thank you all for the time.
This is
Thank
the
you for
first
that.
year that I can
Hey,
recall.
Austin, I'm just
Go ahead.
wondering if any of our viewers today can come up with those other 2 deciduous conifers that you.
Oh, yes.
I think that's a good little question. If anybody wants to put that in the comments down below, there are only 2 others that I know.
I know
of.
one.
Uh-huh. You know one of them, Josh?
I know one of them.
Oh, I know you know because you got one, don't you?
Yeah, and this is the very first year that I can recall that I had my autumn blaze and this particular tree turning at the same time.
Yes.
Usually the deciduous conifer is much later in the season, but now I've got bronzing on and red.
Oh, there's a good hint.
Glorious red.
There's a good hint. I think this is a great idea, David. Y'all in the comments, what are the
Very
other 2
good.
deciduous conifers? One actually doesn't even really live here in the mid-state all that much
it's-
at all.
It's a little far south.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one that Josh has that he's talking about lives just fine here.
You're
Boy,
quizzing
does
everybody.
it live well here.
And it's one of those plants that's easily confused with the one you mentioned.
Yeah, exactly. Well, these are
What
some
could
great
it be?
hints.
All right, while we're waiting on that, we did get a live comment in from Essence. Good morning,
Herbal Essence.
And speaking of fall color, Essence says, morning, y'all. So pumped that my little ginkgo turned the gorgeous yellow before the crazy wind and freeze coming.
Mine didn't turn
Best
at all
thing
again.
ever.
No.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Mine
I got
hasn't.
2 of them. I'll have to check them out this morning.
Maybe. And then she says, I am so happy the leaves held through the storms.
Still,
Great. Essence, I remember you getting that thing. I was like, you got to have this because it's beautiful. I have one at the house. I think it's the same variety you bought, actually. And it has just started, not just started, actually, over 2 days of yellowing. And then this morning, it held its leaves as well. And they are going a really pretty yellow. Essence, let's enjoy them for 2 more days.
Yes, because
Pretty sure that's all we got.
Yeah, last year you told me not to feed them, not to love on them too much, just let them go. And that's what I did. So I'll have to check it out myself.
I bet yours are starting. At least, yeah. Most ginkgos
little
around
bit.
town are very much going to be yellow. But the bad thing about ginkgo is that it does not take a freeze very well on the foliage. So it can be full yellow, and then they go to mush.
That's what happened to yours last year.
Thanks, Caroline.
You were livid.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Makes me
Well,
happy.
we're all about plants here. You know, sometimes
Good
we
point.
have to bring up our sadness.
Sometimes it's
Talk
good,
about it.
sometimes it's bad. Essence, you're
That's
doing
right.
great. You're always doing great.
Yeah,
We love
buddy.
you.
Hey, we got a comment from James about that question.
Hey,
Larch
James.
and Dawn Redwood.
Dang, James, you on it, dude.
Way to go, James.
Yes. We got to give James something free.
James, you're our winner.
Yeah, Tyler. Who was that
Come
guy?
in and-
Spooky Boys
come
came
in and
back.
Give him a free bag of Earth Mix.
Oh, okay.
Hey, James, come on in.
If you live near the nursery.
James,
Yeah.
do you live here?
Yeah, James,
Even
where are
if
you
Don't
from?
live near. You can still come in and get it. So.
That's right.
That's right.
It's
Take
worth
a
the
little road
drive
trip
from anywhere.
From
We all
anywhere.
know
From
that.
California, Oregon. Come on down. Drive on over. All right, let me pull the questions up. Here we go. When should we trim our oaks?
Oaks.
Oaks.
What we trimming oaks for?
I trim oaks all the time, Austin.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you? What?
What kind of oaks are you trimming?
I actually don't know which one this is.
Tyler.
It's really tall and it's kind of annoying because it was planted in between a neighbor strip and it is overflowing the boundaries, if you know what I mean. And that
got
is
you.
why I'm cutting it. It's growing over the neighbor's driveway. This is not my house.
Yeah.
And it grows so fast per year that you have to keep on top of it. So I'd usually do a kind of spring pruning, like late winter.
Yeah.
You know.
and there's nothing wrong with removing lower limbs or
Mhm.
branches that are growing where you really don't want them over a sidewalk or encroaching in another area. But I think what Austin was referring to is, don't be, really need to be cutting them back from the top. They're
Kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
they're a naturally symmetrical tree, so you tend to ruin that beautiful, the form that they typically have without doing anything else to them. But removing lower branches is frequently necessary because they do tend to crouch down towards the ground, and it's hard to walk under.
Yes, most definitely. And honestly, oaks are such hardy, long-lived, just good, solid trees. Like, I almost don't care what time of year you decided to go out and cut. It would probably be fine. We always prefer dormancy. So, I mean, definitely during the winter, like Tyler said, right before spring emergence is fine. But they're such hardy plants that you are honestly not going to do any damage if they're established. You know what I mean?
I have a massive one.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Is it
drops
beautiful right
now? It's pretty.
Like fall color beautiful?
Yeah, it's just very big and on its way out.
Oh.
It's that one, if you stand underneath, you might die because
Oh.
a big old branch might fall on your head.
Well, don't go up underneath that thing, Caroline.
I won't.
Especially in a windy day.
I worry about my lawn man, but it's okay.
He's okay.
Additional support for Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery and Garden Center, a third-generation nursery located in Nashville, Tennessee, and 20-time recipient for Nashville's Best Garden Center, offering the widest selection of new arrivals for fall, like specimen conifers, Japanese maples, and pansies in nearly every color. Open year-round, minutes from the heart of Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. Browse their selection online anytime at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
Tyler, did you say something?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
It was just a tiny little fragment of something.
okay.
As a producer's note, I just want to say for the sale, there are some exclusions. Ornamental grasses, ground cover trays, and vines are excluded from the sale. Also, one other thing that was included in the newsletter, a promotion that is currently ongoing. We're doing a food drive for Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee.
Amen.
That's right. So if you bring in a hard good donation, please no glass, has to be non-perishable, you'll get a $10 coupon at Bates Nursery. Also,
Not
if you make
expired.
that's right, and it does not expire. And if you make a monetary donation of any amount to Second Harvest, we will also give you a coupon for that as well.
Nice.
Wow.
Thanks,
Equal
Tyler.
to the amount donated?
$10 coupon.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what amount financially you donate.
Okay.
So we're not
Just for
having
clarity.
any minimums there.
Japanese maples are probably
what I was referring to
excluded as
is
well,
not
right?
expired.
Okay.
The food itself cannot be beyond its expiration date.
That's right.
all.
No
Yes.
expired.
So don't clean out your cabinets and bring those in.
Nope, don't
That's
do
right.
that.
Well, I mean, if
But-
they're not expired, it's okay. But
Yeah.
you see that 8-year-old can of chicken noodle soup back there.
Or the beets.
The beats. Oh, Tyler,
Gosh, wow, that
Yeah.
face.
we're getting late into I need to see some pictures, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
I
Is it
I
time
think
for photos?
I think it's got to be right. We're getting close, and
I
I
was
need
going
to
to
see
talk
some
about
pics.
my crossvine, but
Oh,
let's
well-
go to some photos.
Yep.
Caroline, what you got to say about your crossfire?
Go on and say it.
That I got whacked down.
Oh,
My husband decided to do some yard work
Oh.
on his week off of work, and I walked out of the house and he had pulled it all down.
he thought he was doing good.
He thought he was doing good.
He was like, I don't need this vine on the side of my house. I'm gonna take it out.
And he did take it out.
And
He
then you
sure
got
did
home?
take it out. It was massive, and now it's gone.
So what was
He's
your
learned that
reaction,
it's easier to
Caroline?
ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
Well,
don't
he
know.
felt bad because he thought it was something else. My reaction was
Sure.
shock. Then I text Bridget immediately. And shout out to
told on
Bridget, who bought me a new crossvine yesterday.
Oh.
Hey, Bridge, that was sweet.
She said, Caroline, I can't let you go through winter without any color for your crossvine. The one I did have is still alive. It's just some very big stems sticking out of the ground right now.
It might.
Next year, it'll be awesome.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
I
fine.
just won't get blooms and I don't get that like winter foliage color. But
It's
that
okay.
is okay.
It's gonna come back just great.
Yeah.
Images.
All right,
let's
Ty.
go.
Okay.
Let's see what's first.
Now I'm trapped.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
How about this one, Austin? You want to talk
No!
about it?
I do want to talk about that. Mama, good morning. I hope you're doing well. I got to talk to you last night. You know, I hadn't talked to Mama in a while, and it felt really good to just give her a call. Y'all call your mama every once. So you still got
wish I
one.
could.
Give her a call.
Absolutely.
You know, if you haven't done it in a while, and I haven't in a minute, and we live close together. I'm going to get to go see her tomorrow, and I'm going to get to see that angel trumpet. Tyler, throw it back up. This is the Brugmansia angel trumpet that I bought for her for, I think, Mother's Day. It is loaded with blooms. In November. Like, we have extended this season so long past. In 2 days, that thing's going to be mush.
Yep.
But, Mama, enjoy it while you got it. I had her go outside last night. It was kind of rainy. It was dark. She was like, I don't want to go out and take a picture of this in the rain. I'm like, Mom, you got to. It's going to be on the show tomorrow. So she did it for me. Look how much it exploded, Caroline. Like, you remember when I bought that.
Yeah, I've never seen one blooming like that.
Oh, because of this season, the late day. I mean, it's just fantastic. Mama, I love you. You're a saint, and your plant is fantastic. Good morning.
Yay. And then we got a photo from Melissa. Did you get that one, Tyler?
Is
Melissa?
that the green giant?
Green giant arborvitae.
Yeah, I'm working to get that up.
She says,
right.
hello, Bates crew. My sister and my husband have green giants surrounding their pool area. After my sister returned home from a weekend trip, she noticed all the brown throughout several of the green giants. She could not find any evidence of bagworms or spider mites. The trees are watered regularly through irrigation. Also, her neighbors recently lost their green giants for an unknown reason. So is the browning a natural shedding or something else? Thanks for sharing your knowledge and all you do.
Hey, no problem. And we've had this question. I bet I've answered it 10 times this week alone. Okay. This week specifically, your arborvitae started to change their color. And this is from the interior of the plant. We planted green giants at the back of the property here at Bates, and ours look exactly like yours. And we are not going to do anything about it because there is nothing needed to do. It is their annual shed that happens every single year. And this year it's been a little bit more evident, I think, just because of the fall color that we've had. Like, the color's a little bit more vivid this year on the arborvitae on their shed color. So it's more like yellowy brown. Very evident. Nothing you can do. It will naturally fall off itself. If you want to help that process, you can get in there and kind of rake out all the
Leaf blower.
the leaf blower is helpful if you want to get rid of it, but it will naturally shed itself. It is normal.
And it'll be okay.
Because they are a full sun plant, any shading always reveals the foliage that's not being productive to the continuation of the growth of the plant. So it's just a very natural thing. Do not think about it. But yeah, leaf blower works great, or a leaf rake, just kind of rake up in there, or don't do anything.
Yeah. I kind of like the look of it, honestly. A little two-tone look.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
We got some brand new arborvitaes in yesterday. So just so y'all know, we got some bald and burlap emerald greens. We got some bald and burlap green giants, okay? They came in literally looking exactly like that.
Wow.
And they're brand new, fresh from the nursery. It's just, that's a part of nature.
It's
just
what
part
they're
of it.
doing.
Gina wants to know if the angel trumpet is perennial here.
They are. Some are. The gold one specifically is more hardy than any of the other ones, but just know if you do plant them and they do perennialize, sometimes you don't get blooms because our season is not long enough. So I have one that comes up every year, but I haven't gotten blooms on it in probably 3 years or so. Wow. So if you want it to look like Austin's mom's, I would suggest buying one at your local nursery that's a little further ahead and get it in the ground.
Or if you want to preserve it for next year too, take cuttings before this frost. Those stems are going to turn mushy here in the next couple of days, so get your cuttings taken now. That plant roots easier than anything I've ever seen in my life. And like Caroline said, if it does come back for you, it's all going to come back from the root system, not from the old sticks. So you can go ahead and clear cut those after this frost.
Great.
Here's the music.
And that wraps it up.
Yes, it does.
We're done.
Well, we're not done. We're just done for today.
We're done for this week.
Yes, we are. But next Saturday, we'll come back and do another Gardening Inside Out program if everybody's willing.
I'm willing.
Okay, everybody's good.
I'll be here.
I'm in.
We hope that you are willing to join us as well. And hey, if you're out there, like, subscribe, share, tell your neighbors, wake the dog, and everybody knows that at 8 o'clock next Saturday morning, we'll be here for a live program where you can interact and ask questions. Hey, and for everybody here at Gardening Inside Out in Bates Nursery, we appreciate you being here. We'll see you next Saturday morning.
Thank you for tuning into the Gardening Inside Out podcast. If you're looking for more information or more from your hosts, don't forget that we have a live Saturday morning broadcast, 8 a.m. Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. You can also follow us on our Instagram channel. That's @Gardening Inside Out for more posts, reels, and in-depth dives to topics and things we've discussed on the show. If our content resonates with you, consider giving us a follow, like, and subscription on all of our social media pages. See you next time.